Okay, so get ready, because today we're diving into a real scientific head-scratcher.
Oh, yeah, a fascinating one this is.
Yeah, today we're talking about a bee that, by all accounts, just shouldn't be able to fly.
Like defying physics, you mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a mystery that has scientists baffled.
Well, it's true. Like when you look at it, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. How's this thing even getting off the ground?
So let's paint a picture for our listeners.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine a bee. It's called the black bee, or sometimes Barro.
Yeah, I've seen them called that.
Right, and this bee, it's big.
Much bigger than like your average bumblebee.
Yeah, right, and it makes this really distinctive sound.
Like a zoom almost.
Yeah, like a little tiny airplane buzzing by.
Haha, I like that. A tiny buzzing airplane.
But here's the thing, its wings are tiny.
Way too small. It seems to carry its weight.
Exactly. Like it's breaking the rules of aerodynamics.
You know, it's interesting because researchers have actually come out and said straight up, the size of its wings cannot support its flight.
Whoa, so this isn't just like a casual observation.
No, this is like hardcore science saying this is impossible.
So I think before we go any further, maybe we should like back up a sec
Yeah.
and talk about like, how does lift even work, for insect flight?
Oh, yeah, good point. Because not everyone's an aeronautical engineer,
Right?
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like break it down for us simple folk.
Okay, well, think about it like a paper airplane.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
So you throw that paper airplane, and the way it's angled pushes the air downwards.
Right.
And that downward push creates an upward force.
Okay,
And that upward force is what we call lift.
so it's all about the air pressure, basically.
Exactly. The air moving over the wing is faster than the air moving under it, and that difference in pressure is what creates lift.
Okay, so the size and the shape of the wing is really important.
Super important. You got to have enough surface area to push enough air down to create enough lift to overcome gravity.
Which brings us back to our black bee friend.
Haha, yes, the little bee that shouldn't be able to fly.
Right, because it's like seeing a jumbo jet trying to take off with the wings of a little Cessna.
Perfect analogy. That's exactly what it's like. And that's what's so crazy about this whole thing.
Because it means something else is going on.
Yeah, there's some piece of the puzzle that we're missing.
Okay, so spill the beans. What are some of the theories scientists are working with?
Well, one idea is that the black bee's wings, they might have some special aerodynamic properties that we just haven't discovered yet.
Ooh, that's interesting. Like what kind of properties?
Like think of a hummingbird, for example.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Hummingbirds, their wings move in this crazy figure-8 pattern.
Oh yeah, they're like tiny helicopters.
Right. And that figure-8, it creates lift on both the upstroke and the downstroke.
Oh wow, so they're getting double the lift.
Exactly. So maybe the black bee, it's doing something similar with its wings that we just haven't figured out yet.
It's not just flap it up and down. It's got some fancy move.
Maybe it's got some secret wing dance that we just can't see with the naked eye.
I love the as secret wing dance. Okay, what else could be going on?
Well, there could be other factors too, not just the wings themselves.
Like what?
Like maybe it's the bee's body structure.
Interesting.
Like maybe it's super aerodynamic or something.
Right, or maybe it's the way it flies its flight patterns.
Yeah, like maybe it uses the wind in a special way.
Ooh, yeah, like a little bee glider.
Exactly. Or maybe it's even the environment it lives in.
Oh, right. The environment could play a role too.
For sure. We know that some birds use things like updrafts and thermals to help them stay aloft.
Oh, yeah, they just ride the air currents.
Exactly. So maybe the black bee is doing something similar.
Wow. So it's like this bee is teaching us that there's still so much we don't know about the natural world.
Oh, absolutely. And it's a good reminder that nature is always full of surprises.
And it really makes you think, like, what else is out there that we think is impossible?
Right, like what other impossible things are happening right under our noses?
So what do you think? I mean, what does this black bee tell us about, the limits of what we know?
Well, for me, it just shows that science is always evolving, Like
Wow.
what we think is impossible today might be totally normal tomorrow.
So it's all about keeping an open mind.
Exactly. Stay curious, keep questioning, and never stop exploring the natural world.
Great advice. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive.
Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.